Mandela Effect for Dummies. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible to prove that the Mandela Effect groups are lying to you by saying things are changing. And like Stavely says, everybody is affected. Everybody.
You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. You take the blue pill, the story ends, and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Is the world that you know. The world as it was at the end of the 20th century. It exists now only as part of a neural interactive simulation that we call the Matrix. You've been living in a dream world, Neo. This is the world as it exists today. Welcome to the desert of the real.
Disclaimer, this video is only for entertainment purposes only. Here we go, folks. 73 said, I often hear you say that we are jumping earths from one earth to another. I am curious why the residual evidence like this exists on an earth where this was not how things happen. And then he sends me a link. He writes again to challenge me. If I make a video, he's going to post it on his channel. He has my permission to do it. How will you know others were spreading lies unless you 100% without a doubt knew that you had the truth? Make a video explaining exactly what is happening with great detail, and I will run it on my channel so everybody can see it. So people can stop speculating on what might be happening with the Mandela Effect. Nothing can stop the Mandela Effect, and nothing can stop what is coming. So put on your tinfoil hats and hold on for this ride.
Remember where you were when you first heard of the Mandela Effect?
Hello, my name's Jose Martinez, and I'm affected with the Mandela Effect, but with a different effect. I don't believe my reality is changing. Nothing physical is changing. That is impossible. Now the Mandela Effect people are trolling me now because I don't believe in changes. All because I said nothing is changing. What you're seeing are differences, not changes.
And us realize that things are not changing, they're just different. The residual evidence is unwittingly left by us. 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 Again, we know this because, for one thing, It's impossible for the globes, atlases, maps, encyclopedias, our house, your car, your furniture, Bible verses, logos, products, and movies to change overnight. And secondly, it's impossible for anyone to bring anything physical with them as their soul shifts. Only the spirit can travel the quantum flux that allows our souls to coalesce into these replica versions of ourselves on a completely different Earth, at a completely different location within the Milky Way galaxy. Element can come in. For the most part, everything is parallel to the extreme. The same wear and tear and everything. So the point being, all Dale's got this keychain in 1999.
All
So,
Dales
again, that's
means plural.
nothing you can bring with you. You don't need to because each of us got it. But there are going to be differences, and you only got your memory to go on. I'm really careful about saying change because that's not what happened. It's just different. I'm on a different Earth.
All credit goes to Dale Dufay. He's the one that came up with this answer.
I think that's the key, one of the keys. So, and I've mentioned it before. I think it's the sacred secret mentioned in Revelation, chapter 10, verse 7. Could very likely be, because it's never been revealed to mankind and ever in the history of mankind that we live parallel lives on multiple Earths.
All avatars.
Versions of yourself all acting as one, doing each thing instantaneously, each having the same characters, same decisions made, everything identical, all as one in a complete circle.
Stars be? Would it be in the center where things look important or at least well lit? No. We would be way out here in the suburbs, in the countryside of the galaxy. We're not in any important place. All the stars you could see would be in a little place like that. And the Milky Way would be this band of light, 100 billion stars all together. The fact that we live in the outskirts of the galaxy, people used to think that the sun was at the center of the galaxy, something important about our position. It turns out to be wrong. We live in the outskirts.
In the Sagittarius arm planet where the orange sun exists.
From Manhattan, New York City, North America, Western Hemisphere, Earth, Solar System, Sagittarius arm, Milky Way galaxy, Sagittarius arm, Milky Way galaxy.
We got moved to a different Earth on the Orion spur with the white sun.
Solar System, Sagittarius arm.
That's where the Bible exists with the lion. In the Sagittarius arm, where the orange sun is.
Might call the Mandela effect. And you're going to want to buckle up.
They are lying to you. Things are not changing. They don't have proof things are changing.
And I'm sure if given enough time, you might also be able to come up with an instance or two where large groups on the internet have fervently formed communities around. Large groups on the internet have, to put it nicely, wrong information. Wrong information.
They're lying to you because they don't have video evidence.
Wrong information. Wrong information.
The Mandela effect mystery conspiracy will be debunked tonight and prove to you that Jehovah, the Supreme Creator, exists. This is where the white sun is.
On the Orion spur, and you can see where our sun's located. And there's 75,000 light years separate the Sagittarius super Earths from these Orion dwarf Earths. And many of us came here from the outer reaches of the Sagittarius arm, and it literally happened in a blink of an eye. We're talking 75,000 light years here.
Here is proof that the rapture already happened. New heaven, new earth. The supreme creator is real. We got moved from across the galaxy in a blink of an eye.
Years here. And when you know how many miles that is, it's inconceivable. It would take us 75,000 years going the speed of light just to get there. But we did it in a blink of an eye. And that just goes to show how we're all made up with the Milky Way galaxy, and that the Milky Way galaxy is teeming with Earths. Let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, how many miles in 1 light year?
1 light year is 5,878,499,814,210.01 miles.
String theory takes you before the Big Bang, before Genesis itself. And what does string theory say? It says that there is a multiverse of universes.
Basically states there are many worlds. Theory was developed in the mid-20th century and basically states there are many worlds which exist parallel to our own in space. There are many worlds which exist parallel. The theory was originally developed by Erwin Schrödinger as a way to explain a phenomenon in quantum physics and purports that there are no alternative outcomes to events.
My claims for the multiverse is backed up by science.
The biggest flaw in the idea that the Mandela effect is caused by the many worlds interpretation is that the theory only works along the understood lines of quantum physics if information cannot be transferred across worlds.
So the people from the Sagittarius Arm constellation are the missing link. We have the information inside our memories, our spirit, our soul. It's because our souls are fractured to billion pieces and scattered all through the universes, multiverses. We're all connected, and all our avatar bodies are all connected in a quantum entanglement, same timeline, quantum physics. It's all proven by scientists and physicists. These items never existed the way they are spelled. So why are you saying they changed?
At best, you'll find Photoshop mock-ups of what they used to be. At best, you'll find Photoshop mock-ups of what they used to be. But research into any of the bona fide Mandela effect logo brand changes, and the original versions won't be found. And the original versions won't be found. And the original versions won't be found.
How many people were in the JFK car? And he told me 3. Now I've heard 14 different versions.
Recall Vector interviewed 1,000 people, and he got 14 different answers for the same question. It proves there's a multiverse. This is what I remember, a white car with 3 people in the car. Kennedy, when he was assassinated in his car, a lot of people say 4, 6, but in my memory, when I was at school, the teachers taught me there was 3 people in the car, in a white car, not black, white car.
Having once spelled their cereal box as KORN. I know that they did. I know that they did back in 2016, 2017. I saw the box. I know the physical box was spelled KORN, and that was a Mandela effect because people were saying that it's supposed to be corn.
The cereal that I ate a lot was really cheap at the time. Was cornflakes with the K. This is what's in my memory. This is what I ate when I was a kid, and I was there on that planet at the Sagittarius Arm. So how do you explain that me and Guy Fawkes have the same memory? That only means that we came from the same planet. The reason Freddie Mercury sings "Of the World" is because he's a traveler, just like us. We're traveling the Milky Way. Just like Walt Disney, the guy that made the movie, Snow White, he remembers Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. He has the same memory as we do. The avatar that was here on this planet of himself made a different decision. He's still Walt Disney, but he had a different spirit. He remembers the same memory as we do. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
This residue that I just played is evidence that they are travelers like us that have the same memory as us. And they made videos about it, but they never knew they were affected with the Mandela effect. And they never knew they were on another Earth. Like I said, this is a video for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying I am correct, but let the evidence speak for themselves. Don't listen to me. Thank you for your support. If you're still watching, please stay till the end. I have DALE Dufay book to advertise. So if I didn't answer all your questions, get his book. He goes in real detail about what's happening with the Mandela effect. I've been trying to sound the alarm for the last 6 years. The Mandela effect is not about changes. It's much more worse than that. Thank you for listening.
Ford badges and other Ford merchandise. Now, as a child, your mind is like a sponge. Certain events, moments, or even toys that you had at the time are ingrained in your mind all the way into adulthood. So looking at the logo in its current form, for me, looks really weird, and I do not remember seeing a pig's tail at the end of the F. But you might argue that the company has just recently changed their logo. Well, according to the history of the Ford logo, the curly loop has been with us since 1912. Well, according to the history of the Ford logo, the curly loop has been with us since 1912. Well, according to the history of the Ford logo, the curly loop has been with us since 1912.
Don't shoot the messenger. I've been affected with the Mandela effect for about 8 years, and I have never seen a video that someone made from the Mandela effect groups that a building is changing, a tree is morphing, is changing in front of them, or an animal changing in front of them. That doesn't exist, so they're lying to you. That doesn't exist, so they're lying to you. That doesn't exist, so they're lying to you. If you believe in changes on the Mandela effect, please send me a video of a statue morphing in front of you, supernaturally changing in front of you. Any video or anybody that has a video showing evidence that something that you're looking at is changing in front of you supernaturally. If you catch a Mandela effect changing, please send it to my email, sag.arm.society@gmail.com. This is a Penguinati production of the Mandela effect has been debunked. I hope I put all the information you needed to prove to you that nothing is changing. That is impossible. So don't let the devil use your imagination. Here's a paid advertisement. You can get his book at Amazon for $10, non-profit.
You know what I mean? And again, I have Jose Martinez to thank for that. Thank Jose Martinez very much because I used one of his donations to get the book published. It cost $325 to be able to get it in paperback like this. And the thing is they print them on demand, so it's a neat setup, but it does cost money. And I thank Jose Martinez for that, because he's contributed his channel thousands of dollars over the years, and I really, really appreciate it, and helped me get this book published.
On a Mandela Effect website to go create your own reality. And this has nothing to do with individuals creating.
So don't believe the false miracles.
We only have deniers.
Miracles have traditionally been associated with religions as their claims to authenticity. The performance of miracles in front of witnesses is all it takes to start a cult of believers.
Brian Staley is scamming people out of money.